And it blows my mind that you and the team are putting out such incredible content.
Yeah.
That's really, it's read worthy. Like it's stuff that makes me happy when I see it. And like I said, over sometimes 20 articles a day, it's 100 a week. It's fantastic things that we're writing about.
Yeah.
I want to know, what are some of the sort of trendiest things, and we can put them into the different segments. So on Good Things Guy, we've got business, environment, people, sport. What were some of the? Let's start with business. What were some of the lacquer ones that were written about business? Welcome back to another episode of Good Things with Brent Lindeque. I hope there's jingle bells playing in the background, because this is our festive show, the first one I've ever done in 11 years. It's the first time that we've got a Christmas show. I need to put like T's and C's that this wasn't recorded on Christmas Day. We are with our families right now, breaking the fourth wall, Inception. We're here and we're there. But I've got my fantastic editor, Leigh Vivier, who's in studio with me to chat all things festive, as well as the year we've had. Ty, welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Brent.
It's great to have you here. There's some people who have never seen you. So I need to tell you this. When you read a Good Things Guy article, you can actually see who the article is written by. There's a little name right underneath the heading. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the article, you'll see a photo as well as a description or a bio of who that journo is. And we've got many journos who work for us now. The team's really grown.
Yeah, 25 is a good year.
Yeah, 25 was a good year. And the reason I'm mentioning this is Tyler's been with Good Things Guy since the start. And I know that it's called Good Things Guy because of what I named it in the beginning. But a lot of people think you're a guy.
They do.
So we're here to set the record straight. You are a woman.
I'm a she-her.
Well, it's great to have you in studio. It's really cool to be celebrating the festive season with you. What a great year 2025 has been, right?
Really great. Really busy. And just filled with good things and good people, and we're here to celebrate that. Before we get into some of the stories, I want to talk about the festive season. Yes.
Because it's a really big one when it comes to our readership. One of our biggest top read stories is every year it comes round again and people pick it up. I wrote it, I don't know, 8 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
It's the one about how to tell your kids that Santa's not real. So if kids are watching now, sorry if they heard that. Santa is totally real. He's such a lacquer guy. But it's how to explain maybe a different side of Father Christmas, which is one of our biggest trending articles. What are some of the other articles that our readers just absolutely love?
So there's the classic, which is the Christmas Advent Calendar, which is where we do all of the movies that you have to watch for 2025. And it's got classics. It's got all the newbies that are coming out each year. For me personally, it's The Holiday. Every single year, I put The Holiday on. I'll watch it like 10 times, and then
you're good to go. That's
go.
Fair. Well, also, I got a bit of flack this year because I put my tree up on, I think it was the 3rd or 4th or 5th, the 2nd. Taylor's saying the 2nd. The 2nd of November. Thanks, Tay. We love when she corrects me. So it was the 2nd of November that I put up my tree, and I just felt like I needed some festive vibes in my house. And when I say backlash, there was like 1 or 2 comments where people going, it's way too early. But I don't think you can start Christmas early at all. Like when you feel it in your heart, then you can put it out there. And one of the ways that I get into the Christmas mode is with Christmas movies. My favorite is Love Actually.
Yes, that's a goodie.
I cannot get enough of Love Actually.
Oh, got to run through an airport just to find love. I have love, by the way.
So Love Actually, you do have love.
Yeah.
We don't need to find more love. No. Maybe, I don't know, Christmas. So Love Actually, The Holiday. What are some of the others?
Oh, so another favorite of mine, it's Family Stone. And I really love it just because of the dynamics of family and in-laws and, just sort of settling in. And then it covers cancer, so it's a tearjerker. But there's so many. Netflix has everything. Every single Hallmark movie is possibly my favorite movie ever.
They're so cheesy, but they're so lovable.
But they're such easy watches. And for me, with working at home, I'll put the Hallmark movies on, and I can get good things done.
Listen, there was one that came out a couple of years ago, where, and now her name has just flown straight over my head. But where her Father Christmas passes away. It's on Disney. And then her brother is meant to become Father Christmas. But then she becomes Father Christmas.
Lady Christmas.
Lady Christmas.
Mother Christmas.
Mother Christmas. I can't remember the name of the movie. Taylor, do you remember? She's Googling right now. ChatGPT. Let's look for that. There's great movies out there. And our readers really do love those movies.
I have a question for you.
Go.
Die Hard Christmas movie or no?
I'm gonna go. So, the rest of the world, many people in the world say yes.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be so controversial. I say no. I say no. No. Wait, I take that back. Bruce Willis is going through a really hard time, and I think it absolutely Die Hard is the Christmas movie you need to watch this year. For Bruce, I think that's an important thing.
No.
Taylor is still desperately Googling. Totally wrong. She said Father Christmas is back. That's not it. When we do get the name, we will throw it at you. Or the team can put the strap line here. So the name is. There's the name. Another thing that our readers absolutely love is the Christmas adverts.
Yes.
So we know that brands and corporates ultimately want to sell things, but they've become really, some of them have become synonymous with sharing Christmas adverts every year. And the biggest one, which we started reporting on a decade ago, was John Lewis.
Yeah.
John Lewis has put out almost 2 decades of beautifully crafted Christmas adverts. Everything from the one year they had a dragon that was following everybody around in the little town. They had the trampoline that they'd set
with
up.
the boxer.
Yes! They'd set up the trampoline for their daughter a couple of days before Christmas. And the boxer, the dog, all it wanted to do was, it was sitting in the window, all it wanted to do was jump on this trampoline. And every night there were all these forest animals. It was the cutest ad.
Yeah.
This year was a real tearjerker for me. I speak very openly about my grief and losing my father. And this year's was all about, I just got a little lump in my throat. This year's was all about a relationship between a father and a son. And it takes it back to really, they stripped everything back because there was no CGI. There was no man in the moon. There wasn't none of that. It wasn't fantasy, it was real. And it was so simple. The kid gives his dad a Christmas gift, which is a vinyl. And the dad puts the vinyl on. And as the vinyl starts playing, he's transported back into the 90s. So he's in a club and everybody around him is dancing. And the posters on the walls are like 1992, 91. So they really set the scene. And his dad is just having the time of his life. And then all of a sudden, everything disappears. And it's just his son standing in front of him. I'm going to get a little lump in my throat. His son standing in front of him. And then he watches his son get younger until he's holding him like a baby. And it's that memory of, I don't know, connection, love. And then it all goes back into his house and his son's standing in front of him and the music's still playing and him and his son like do a little dance together. And his son's quite embarrassed. He's like, what are you doing, Dad? It is the most incredibly raw and beautiful Christmas adverts. And that's how we kicked off this season.
Yep.
Yeah.
My favorite thing, though, is that most of the Christmas adverts that are synonymous are international ones. But South Africa's getting on board with that. Like, we've seen some really good Christmas adverts from South African companies. I'm actually really looking forward to what our, marketing geniuses come up with this year, because last year we had some good ones.
Again, this was pre-filmed, so it's already happened.
Yeah.
And we've already written about it because it will have happened.
I love that one.
It was the best one. Do you remember last year there was where the tourist was here in South Africa celebrating Christmas for the first time?
Yes, that was such a
good
one.
And it was so great. He was like doing his thing and it just living the South African, because our Christmas is very different to the rest of the world.
Deliciously sunny. Last year wasn't, but normally deliciously sunny. Everybody's got their pluckies on. If you can, you're having a Christmas braai.
Yeah.
Like, that's the vibe.
That's the vibe. I hope you're having a braai today. So the reason I brought you on board today to sit in the hot seat was also to talk a little bit about the year that we've had at Good Things Guy.
Yes.
I say we, you don't let me write that much anymore.
Yes, I
Which-
keep you very busy in other
In other spaces.
podcasting. Well, it's actually Taylor. Taylor keeps you busy, and I just make sure that the writing gets done.
But as the editor and working with our incredible team of writers, I'm going to say we because I am still part of Good Things Guy. we publish up to 20 stories a day, sometimes more, which it gets to the end of the day and I sort of look at what the content that's been written, and it blows my mind that you and the team are putting out such incredible content.
Yeah.
That's really it's read worthy. Like it's stuff that makes me happy when I see it. And like I said, over sometimes 20 articles a day, it's 100 a week. It's fantastic things that we're writing about.
Yeah.
I want to know what are some of the sort of trendiest things, and we can put them into the different segments. So on Good Things Guy, we've got business, environment, people, sport. What were some of the? Let's start with business. What were some of the lacquer ones that were written about business?
So business is twofold. So we'll interview business people, and we'll do companies and small businesses is my favorite. So one of the small businesses that we covered this year was Yaya's Rusks. And I get just thinking about it, it's such a wholesome moment. Her social media manager filmed her reaction to her getting, I think it was 10,000 followers on Instagram. And she's a nanny by trade. That's her job, her day job. And she makes rusks as a side business. And
Side hustle. Everybody needs a side hustle.
And her business grew on social media, on Instagram specifically. And she got 10,000 followers, which she didn't know yet. And they filmed her reaction, and it was just so wholesome because, 10,000 people is a lot of people. And especially when those 10,000 people are buying your products and they're talking about you. And so the way that they react, or she reacted, and the way that they shared that moment with the world was just so wholesome. I really loved it. I'm actually getting a bit of chills.
Yeah, I am as well, because it was a beautiful video.
Yeah.
I must tell everybody listening and watching now, 10,000 is a massive number.
Yeah.
But even 1,000 is a big number, or 100. If you think about if you were sitting around a dinner table and if there were 5 people that were interested in what you were saying, that's huge. Sometimes social media can make us feel like it's not big. So to hit 10,000 is massive.
Yeah.
So big.
And that was just her first big milestone. And now today she's
Tens of thousands.
Yeah, she's getting there. So it's really beautiful. And then one of my second favorite ones, and this one's been more of like a series of entertainment, and that's the Weirdo Bakery. They have...
It's called the Weirdo Bakery.
Yes, but it's spelled like weird and then dough.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Yes.
Got you.
So their barista, he's pretty famous right now. His name's Finn. And Finn has been on a mission to find James the whole of 2025.
So James ordered coffee.
Yes.
But then he disappeared.
He didn't pick up his cup of coffee.
He didn't pick up his cup of
And
coffee.
Finn is determined to make sure he gets his cup of coffee. He paid for it, so why not? So Finn spent the first hour searching for James in the rain, like a rom-com.
running around the streets.
James!
And it ended, it just escalated.
Yes.
And it escalated. And it ended with him
I think he didn't jump out of a plane. He went up to the skies, though. He was in a...
paragliding.
Yes,
He was
that's it.
paragliding.
Yeah.
And in the video, he still says, I'm putting my life at risk to find you. James, where are you? So I have to say this because there is an internal side to Good Things Guy, obviously.
Yes.
And we've got an editorial WhatsApp group where we share every morning what each journo is going to write. And during the day, if I find something, I'll put it on there. If Taylor finds something, she'll put it on there. So the group, our inbox overflows, right? So in between emails and social media, we get tagged in a lot of stuff. But that WhatsApp group is super busy. And the James Chronicles have left me in hysterics.
Yeah.
Every time someone posts an update, I was like, I cannot wait for this article to come out. And our readers have loved it too.
Yes. No, everybody's really invested in if James is ever found.
And then obviously, one of our biggest sections on Good Things Guy is animal stories. We have plenty and plenty and plenty of animal stories. From animals being found after being... The one dog was kidnapped.
Yes.
For more than a decade.
12 years.
12 years.
Yep.
We had the poor little pug that was put into a box.
Betsy.
A Betsy.
Yeah.
Pug Rescue of South Africa. They were integral into bringing Betsy back to Joburg and sorting her out. And then obviously that very controversial story that I wrote where I wanted to go into hiding for a couple of days.
People were very angry, but...
They were very angry. So there was an SPCA that reported on social media that their shelters were empty for the first time in their... Ever. Yeah. Their first time ever. And I picked up on the story, and then I'd written it, and the backlash that I got was really scary.
Yeah.
People were very angry, saying that it's not true and it's only empty. This was what was said. So allegedly, not allegedly said, it was said, but allegedly that all the animals were euthanized, and that's why the SPCA was empty. But I interviewed that inspector from the SPCA. And there was a phenomenon that had happened around the world at exactly the same time. So the Superman movie came out this year. And I don't know if you've seen it.
Not yet.
What? You've missed like the bit. That's a Christmas movie that you need to put on your list.
I'll put it on my list.
So in the Superman movie, he's got a dog that is completely CGI created. That is a very big part of the movie. And the dog was based on the director's rescue dog. So they'd created the CGI animal from a rescue animal. And that story had spiked the interest in animal shelters around the world over that month. And that's why the SPCA, or what could have been, that so many animals, so many dogs were adopted over that period. So I'd written that story.
Everybody wanted to be a hero.
Everybody wanted to be a hero. But I was scared of the backlash.
Yeah, wasn't lovely. But then once we explained ourselves further and that we did the second
then everybody was like, yes, what a great story.
Great news.
You also had a favorite story from this year with animals.
Yes, so 2025 seemed to be the year of the pangolin. We had our very own pangolin, Kulu. She featured on Netflix.
Yeah.
Her rescue, her recovery, everything was just so unbelievably inspiring, and it brought such great attention to the pangolin plight in South Africa, in the world, essentially. With them being one of the most poached animals in the world. So her story touched the world, and they were able to build the pangolorium, not because of the movie, but in conjunction with the movie, the documentary. Sorry. And they now have a space where they can take in pangolins and care for them and rehabilitate them and get them back into the wild. 2025 was the year of the pangolin, and we've had teachers who've raised funds with their students through rulers, because pangolins rule. There's just been so many people who've stepped up to make pangolins become an important conversation, much like how rhinos have become an important part of South African conservation. Pangolins are getting there too. So for me, it's been Kulu's journey, and the pangolorium, and just anything pangolin. I'm dying to meet a pangolin one day.
Me too. A pangolin. I love that documentary because of the relationship that the handler had with Kulu. It was super, super, super emotional. If you haven't watched it, you can put that on your list. It's not a Christmas movie, but it'll bring you all the feels.
It's a feel good, feel good. That was a good one.
So I need to be cognizant of time. Yes. It is Christmas and people want to get to their
I got a gammon
lunch.
to get into the
oven. We also have, sport. We brought on a sports writer this year.
Yes, we did. We brought on a few writers this year.
A few writers. Lots of journalists joined Good Things Guy. But one in specifically focuses on sport, which is Karabo. And she's done such a fantastic job at highlighting all of the stories of champions, because we are really champions.
We have been.
But she also, as well as the rest of the team, we write Savannah, Notando, we're writing about lifestyle, about travel, about people. What are some of the great ones in the rest of the sections?
So travel is a massive one for South Africa, but because we're such a coveted destination, like one of the ones was that South Africa, or Cape Town specifically, was voted one of the best cities in the world. No surprise, Cape Town is lovely. But then there's another one where British expats, South Africa is one of the top 3 destinations for British expats to settle. So people are wanting to live here, they're wanting to be here. We've got restaurants that...
Well, that's what I was just about to mention, the restaurants.
Yeah.
So this year, we've had so many articles about the best beer, top restaurants in the world, bars. It's like just Instagrammable. That. There's just so many things that we have celebrated and highlighted in that sort of travel spectrum.
Yeah. I mean, we just have delicious food. We've got really great wine. I don't understand, I completely understand why people are winning here, because we win, guys.
So exciting. I want to get into the one of our I would say our biggest section, which is people.
Yes.
So we tell people stories. Our stories, yes, sport, environment, animals, travel. But at the heart of what Good Things Guy is we tell human stories.
Yeah.
And we've had thousands of human stories this year.
We have. So the nice thing is that South Africans are very generous. We have Ubuntu. So it's a spirit that sort of takes everyone, and it goes across cultures. It's just this thing where South Africans are dedicated to making South Africa better. And a lot of the time it's individuals, it's people who drive past a man who doesn't have anything and he's in the rain and pull over and give them their hoodie. It's people who are fighting great battles of cancer and MS, and they're doing that, and they're still raising funds for charity, and they're running marathons for children, so that the children that they're meeting in the hospitals while they're having chemo are getting uplifted and have gifts and have reasons to laugh and smile. It's chills. It's just, we have so many inspiring people, and what people forget is that the reason we're able to tell these people's stories is because you had one of those human moments as well.
Yeah.
You had that moment where you fed a homeless person, and that's so simple. It's so simple, even to freeze a bottle of water on a hot summer's day and give it to someone standing on the side of the road. They can cool down, they've got something to hydrate, and it's so much more than giving people money. It's giving them dignity, it's being seen. And a lot of people go the extra mile to make sure that happens.
And you say extra mile, and you mention something as simple as freezing a bottle of water. We sometimes get caught up with the need in our country, because the need is vast.
Yeah.
It's great. Not great, it's vast. Sorry,
Yeah.
that was the totally wrong word. It's very big. And the reality is, it can sometimes look bigger than what we can assist with.
Yeah.
And when we look at a lot of the stories that we tell, it's the 1 rands, the 2 rands, the 5 rands, the volunteering, the passing on of skills. It's the things where it's not costing a lot of maybe money, it might be time, that make some of the greatest differences.
Absolutely.
And it's beautiful to tell those stories, and what an honor it is that we have to get to do that.
Yeah. I mean, we have Good Things Guy tissues, because it
We
is.
really do.
We really do.
Tana's not joking. We've got this. It was given to us by an incredible reader, who they gave us these containers with Good Things Guy, and when we're crying, it's got tissues that we can because we're always crying.
Yes, it is absolutely true. It catches you sometimes in the most unbelievable ways. You don't even realize that a story is going to reach you in a way that it does, and then all of a sudden you're blubbering. You have to phone the team and go, guys, this story has hit me. What on earth? There's been a few this year that really. Even I didn't write them when I was editing them, and I thought, oh my goodness, this is going to speak to our readers.
Yeah, and it does. And I think that's what I want to say is to all of our readers, I want to thank you so much for continuing to read our articles, to watch the podcast, to see us in malls on the screens and at BPs and Sassels.
I even got a fright seeing Brent on the big screen.
Thank you for supporting us and for just continuing to be there. Because without you, Good Things Guy wouldn't exist. And I've said this often, but our promise to you as a team is, if you keep showing up and reading and tuning in, we'll keep finding these good news stories for you. And then just a final thank you and a shout out to all of our sponsors, everybody that makes Good Things Guy possible. You really do, you do the Lord's work. You're sort of helping us do what we do best.
Yeah.
And to the team, you guys are all fantastic. Thank you for the fantastic work that you do on a daily basis. It is the festive season. For some of you, it's Christmas. Me, it's Christmas. I celebrate it. Or it's just a really lekker holiday. And I hope you're having the most magical time. Tyler,
Yes.
I love you.
I love you.
And I'm so thankful for what you do on a daily basis for Good Things Guy and for South Africa. I like to remind the team every now and then. I send WhatsApps in the groups to just remind everybody that the work that you're doing and the team is so incredibly important.
Yeah.
You deliver hope in bucket loads, and it really does make a difference to South Africa. So to you and the team, thank you so much. To all of the viewers, the readers, the listeners, everybody that tunes in, we love you. Happy festive season. Merry Christmas. One last word.
Thank you for supporting us. We really do love you. Should I try a different one?
No, that was perfect. Got a good things guy. After your meal, obviously. Like I say every single week. Okay. Love you. Bye.